Alright, hey everyone. Wolfblade coming at you with another Real Talk. Uh, okay, so here's the deal. I have not actually seen this Nintendo Direct yet. I have avoided any and all spoilers for a whole 2 hours. 2 hours! Without knowing anything about what's going on. So, for this particular part of the stream, or video recording, I do not have a chat. So I have the chat hidden, so I am guaranteed no spoilers. That being said, don't act up in chat. But this is a complete, legit reaction video. You guys will get my full reaction. This is the first time I'm ever seeing this. So I figured I'd share this guy with you guys, and then afterwards we can do a discussion about it. We'll bring on Chowster, and we'll do a full discussion about it. So, without further ado, I am excited to see what this Direct is about. So let's get started. Going into this Direct, the only thing I really want to see from it, really want to see from it, is I want to see Mario Maker, a Mario Maker update, and I want my friend online with friends. Like, that is what I want. Okay. This surprises no one. Overwatch on Switch. I know Chowster was excited about this one, I'm sure.
Heroes never die.
I'm sure he's like, oh my god, if we're starting with this, then this whole Direct's gonna be amazing.
EMP activated.
I don't know if I'm gonna get this, but because I mean I already have the PC version, and I'm not exactly the most avid Overwatch player or fan. I do like Overwatch, but I'm not like insanely obsessed with it. And we all know that I am on Team Diva all day, every day. But that's a good that's good on them, bringing that over to the Switch.
皆さん
Hello
おはよう
everyone.
ございます
I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm Shinya Takahashi. And that was, of course, the latest trailer for Overwatch by Blizzard Entertainment. The game is scheduled for release on Nintendo Switch October 15th, so please look forward to it. Okay, let's get into our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines. Please take a look.
Alright, so we know Luigi's Mansion.
You gotta
Bam,
see
there you
these
go.
floors of the hotel for yourself. Luigi's Mansion 3 takes place in a haunted hotel, where every floor has a distinct theme unlike any other. Case in point, Tomb Suites. I mean, a pyramid inside a hotel?
Man, that must be like the
we
most
should expect
expensive
some
hotel
mummies.
ever.
Harsh sands, and booby traps. As for the other floors, well, there's a disco floor, a pirate-themed restaurant.
Oh my
You
god.
get the idea. May not be the usual amenities, but there's a rogues gallery of bosses to check out before you...
We
well,
get Dancing
check out.
Ouija.
Speaking of amenities, step right up to this all-new attraction, Screen Park. In this party mode, there's a Luigi team and a Gooigi team. With only one Nintendo Switch system, 2 to 8 players can battle it out. See which team can defeat the most ghosts. Collect the most coins by piloting floaties with the Poltergust G00 and break the most targets. Hey,
Really?
even Luigi needs a break sometimes. Luigi's Mansion 3 opens its doors on October 31st, just in time for Halloween.
I like that they're bringing more modes to that game.
Get a load of this new free-to-start Kirby game. The combined forces of Kirby, and Kirby
Free to
are
start.
in for some wicked boss fights. We're calling it Super Kirby Clash. Take up quests in town, and collectively, you and your team will pick 4 jobs. That's right. Get your weapons, get your gear, and get ready.
Wait.
Some mighty tough enemies await.
Wasn't this on
There are more than
3DS
100
or something
quests.
similar?
So, get a look at your enemy and make sure you have the right jobs for the job.
Kirby Battle
Victory
Royale.
is to know your role and work as a team. You can play alone, together on one system,
Or
team up via local wireless, or even play online.
with friends? Can you play online with friends?
It'll be time to unite with friends and players from around the world. And
He used the word friends! He used the word friends!
Later today. And remember, it's free to start too.
Okay. Well, at least we can play Kirby with friends online.
This long-awaited, recently released RPG is getting a remake. After 25 years, fans of the Mana series can look forward to the HD remake of the 3rd game in the trilogy, Trials of Mana.
Wow, that looks
From
really
6
good.
different characters, you'll choose a protagonist and 2 companions. The ones you choose will determine which of the interwoven stories you'll follow through this reimagined world.
Now you remember what will happen to dear Jessica if I die.
Whoa.
This interference will not be forgotten.
As each
And this is a
character
Nintendo
advances,
console, guys.
They'll have the opportunity to switch their class, allowing them to learn stronger special moves and spells, step into the light, or show your dark side when picking your class to change your character's appearance.
This actually
and
looks really cool.
abilities. Unlike the classic version, characters have full range of movement, including jumping and combo attacks for each member of your party. Once again, the wheels of fate are beginning to turn. Find
Trials
out
of
what's in
Mana,
store
huh?
for the beloved world of Trials of Mana on April 24th.
I'm gonna have to look into that. That looks really good, actually. I like how that game looks.
Just what happened to the crew of this doomed ship?
I never actually played a Mana game.
The Oberdin vanished at sea in 1803, only to wash up 4 years later in Falmouth, England with no sign of survivors. The fate of the crew remains unknown. As an insurance investigator for the East India Company, you must board the ship and uncover the mystery of its disappearance and return.
Ooh.
Your analysis will rely heavily on one less than ordinary device. Use the power of the Momentum Mortem pocket watch to turn back time and witness each soul's last moment.
I like the art style.
Explore the ship. Observe the situation. And record your logical deductions.
I really like this art style.
Without you, the true tale will never be told. What brought the Oberdin to such an end? Little by little, tease apart the misfortunes of the ship and its crew to solve the mystery. Return of the Oberdin arrives on Nintendo Switch in fall 2019.
Okay. I don't know if I'll get that, but
There's a small town out there with a big secret.
okay, this is that Game Freak game
Never
town.
leave town. That is the rule agreed upon by the people of this peaceful town and the castle protecting it. One day, there suddenly appeared a giant monster. To defend the townspeople, one boy named Axe will stand up to face it.
X.
And the only weapons he'll need are ideas. But to win one of these battles, you must know when to use them. Strategy is everything if there's any hope to win. During battle,
Interesting.
you can move around to garner support from townspeople. Take advantage to gain the advantage. Seize every opportunity to protect your town in this new RPG from Game Freak. And almost all the music in the game was composed by Undertale creator Toby Fox.
Really?
Little Town Hero will make a stand on Nintendo Switch October 16th.
Okay, that I might have to get
Purchase
now.
and preload
Just
the
for
game
that.
later today.
Just for that fact alone, that Toby Fox did the music.
Fall is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We can finally
Banjo!
confirm the release date of Challenger Pack 3, Banjo and Kazooie.
Really, stay confirmed.
And the release date is today.
Today, baby!
After today's Nintendo Direct, we'll broadcast a video detailing how to use Banjo and Kazooie, featuring the game's director, Masahiro Sakurai.
Wow, they really are out of budget, aren't they?
As a special treat, the video will begin immediately following the Nintendo Direct you're watching right now.
Heck yeah.
To tide yourself over until the release of Banjo and Kazooie, please check it out.
So we might have to,
But first,
Ooh, new character? Oh boy. Everyone was saying Terry Bogard from SNK. Looks like it. Neo Geo. Now, I don't know much about SNK, so in their IPs. I'm assuming they do a lot of fighting games, so. Oh man, they are teasing it, man. Ha! And it's supposed to be a female. No, not Nakaruru. I believe that's her name. Are they going through every character? I love this. This is great. See, he thought it was funny too. Who is it? Who will it be? Yep, Terry Bogard. Okay. I don't know much about him, but I know he's basically the face of Fatal Fury, and basically that's like the star of every SNK, like above every other SNK platform IP.
So, Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury is joining
Terry
the battle.
Beauregard, I kept
That
calling
means
him.
we've revealed 4 of the 5 fighters included in the Fighters Pass. Can there really be only one left? We're happy to confirm the development of more DLC fighters for Super Smash Bros.
Yo!
Outside the 5 fighters included in the Fighters Pass, we can confirm that other new fighters are in development. The
Sakurai,
battle
you're
isn't
my
over
hero.
yet.
Yo! Heck yeah,
So,
dude.
what do you think? Regarding what was announced about additional fighters at the end of that segment, we'll have
Everyone's
more to share with
freaking
you
out.
in the future. For
Literally
now,
everyone's
let's
freaking out.
continue with some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Yo! There's still a chance for my characters,
About time to
baby.
wake the Windfish in The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, which means the next big adventure on Nintendo Switch is fast approaching. You'll
This
meet
still
some
looks really
strangely
good.
endearing islanders, face a series of puzzling tasks, and encounter some oddly
Or-
familiar faces. Whatever
Koibi!
happens, help Link escape Koholint Island before its mysteries get the best of him. With the all-new Chamber Dungeon, you can place chambers earned on your adventure to arrange your own dungeons, add in plus effects that alter chambers, and save chamber dungeons to a compatible amiibo figure featuring a character from the Legend of Zelda series. That way, your friends can play them. Be ready! The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening will launch before you know it on September 20th. The new Link amiibo figure will be available that same day.
Okay. Yeah, it looks good, but that $60 price
You know
tag
the
just.
hero's might
Ugh.
from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now join his adventure. Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition is exactly that. The most complete version of a sprawling adventure story that allows you to choose between HD and 2D graphics. Travel to past Dragon Quest
Now
worlds.
this looks really good too.
and experience new character-focused stories.
I really want to try it, but
The day the game
I'm
launches,
worried because
free
Dragon
downloadable
Quest is
content can be
such a
found
long
in the
game.
Champions Pack. including consumable items and more equipment that can change the appearance of party
Nice.
members. An RPG giant draws near.
We might try this game. I
Dragon
might
Quest
try it
11X
out.
Echoes of an
There's
elusive
just so many
age
RPGs I
definitive
gotta
edition
play
journeys
and that I
onto
want to
Nintendo
play
Switch
and don't have
September
time
27th.
for. It looks
Until
so
then,
good.
You can prepare for your adventure with the free demo on Nintendo eShop.
Hasn't that demo been on the eShop for quite a few days now? I think I downloaded it like last week.
Looking for more Fire Emblem goodness? Then say hello to Tokyo. The world's
Tokyo
of the Fire
Mirage
Emblem
Sessions.
and Atlas games have crossed paths, and the result is coming to Nintendo Switch.
I can
Story
respect
takes place
Tokyo
in modern
Mirage
day
Sessions.
Tokyo, where creative energy is so abundant, it's materialized into something called Performa.
I
which
just,
attracts wicked
it's a
mirages
lot like
and suck it out of
Persona,
people.
and I just, for whatever
You'll face
reason,
off
I
against
could
this
not
threat
get
as
into this game
up-and-comer
real well.
Itsuki Aoi and his friends who are trying to make it in the entertainment business. Fire Emblem characters like Chrom and Sita will join you from another dimension. Together, you'll wage deep turn-based battles, blending the combat of the Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei series. And
Or, yeah,
in the
maybe it was
Nintendo
Shin
Switch
Megami
version,
Tensei,
there's a new song that
whichever.
wasn't included in the original. Be sure to check out the other new features, from the new story elements to the
I just
characters
know,
joining
for
you
whatever
in battle
reason,
for the first
like,
time.
Everything about
Hey,
this
is that
game,
Tiki?
I should be into
Tokyo
this,
Mirage Sessions Sharp
but I
FE
just
Encore
was
releases
not-
on January 17th.
I just
You
couldn't
can
get
pre-purchase
into
the
it.
game later
But
today.
I definitely like that it's coming to the Switch. It is a
Welcome
good
back
game for
to
what it
where
is.
Nothing is what it seems. Boston, 2019. It all begins again when FBI agent Aaliyah Davis opens an investigation into an old serial killer case. She also opens a door to the unknown, a door that also takes us back to New Orleans, 14 years ago.
Excuse me.
Here, our story follows an FBI agent who goes by the name of York.
Zach, it looks like
The journey between past and present will take Aaliyah and York on a winding path. But what lies at the end? Will it be truth or madness?
Deadly
Deadly
Premonition?
Premonition
2?
A blessing in disguise boggles and beguiles
Sick.
on Nintendo Switch in 2020. And now for a shocker.
Now
The
Chowster's
original game
really
of the series will launch
gone
on
nuts.
Nintendo eShop as Deadly Premonition Origins later today.
Now Chowster's really going nuts.
Original Sin 2
That's one of
Definitive
his
Edition
favorite,
is
all-time
finally
favorite
coming
games.
to Nintendo Switch. Check it out.
Divinity. Become who you want to be. I bet I can't be exactly what I want to be. Throwing that out there. Share cloud saves. That is pretty sweet that you can do it with Steam and Switch, though. They need to do that more often. Is cross-platform cloud saves, especially with the Switch being a handheld system. That's a really good idea.
And now for a message from Bethesda.
Ooh.
Hey Nintendo fans, Pete Hines from Bethesda. On behalf of everyone at id Software, I'm excited to announce something really cool that we have coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. I'm sure many of you have fond memories of spending countless hours playing your favorite games on Nintendo 64. Well, this year is the 25th anniversary of Doom, one of the most popular first-person shooter franchises ever.
Okay.
And to celebrate, we're re-releasing one of our favorite games, Doom 64. For
Okay,
the
there was
first
some
time
rumors
since
about
its
that.
original release in 1997, Doom 64 will be officially available on a Nintendo console. Relive your crusade against the demons in more than 30 action-packed levels. Or if you're a newcomer, experience the retro first-person shooter that helped make Doom one of the most popular shooter franchises in history. Doom 64 will release on Nintendo Switch on November 22nd this year.
Okay, I'm about ready for my Mario Maker information. Where's my Mario Maker?
Introducing a brand new IP from developer Hi-Rez Studios, Rogue Company. To most of the world, Rogue Company is a rumor at best, but its operatives are the real deal. And as one of these elite specialists, you'll face challenges which will require your specialized abilities and tools to combat the infamous organization Jackal. Play against friends or match up with a similarly skilled team
He used the
online
word friends!
in a variety of objective-based game modes. Whether you wield guns, gadgets, or melee weapons, your playstyle will depend on your choice of mercenary, which can be fully customized. There will be plenty of modes, maps, weapons, skins, in-game events, and more. When Rogue Company sneaks up on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
How's it going? Next, the new titles in the core Pokemon RPG series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Okay.
We have more information to share that will shed new light on this
What else
next
can you
Pokemon
announce
adventure.
without giving
Please
away
take
the
a look.
entire game?
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield take place in the Galar region, a scenic land where people and Pokemon work together toward a prosperous future.
Aw,
Among them,
Leafeon.
You'll encounter new Pokemon and meet new people throughout your adventure.
Eevee! Big
Today,
Eevee!
We'll cover 4 features you can look forward to.
Impress me.
First, customizing your look. Once
Okay.
again, the latest entry in the series lets you pick your outfit. This time, it's not just tops and bottoms, but a wide variety, including outerwear and gloves.
You could do that before. Maybe not to the fullest extent, but you
Plus,
can still
you
do
can
it.
change your hairstyle
Okay,
or put
well,
on a little makeup. There's a lot more to becoming a champion than simply honing your battle skills. You've got to look the part too,
I
don't
guess
you
that's
think?
cool.
Second, Pokemon Camp.
Camp?
During your journey through the Galar region, you can camp anytime at Pokemon Camp. While you're there, you can play with your Pokemon. And as you get to know them better, they'll also improve in battle.
Okay.
Additionally, in the wild area, you can visit other players' camps too. Feel free to bring along one of your Pokemon and hang out with up to 3 other players at the camp. We definitely recommend interacting with another player's Pokemon. Third, curry on rice.
You can cook?
Pokemon Camp is also a great place to cook up a dish that is very popular in the Galar region. Curry
They're
on
like a
rice.
cooking minigame? That's pretty
How
sweet.
your curry turns out and what type it is ultimately depends on which berries and other ingredients you use. Not to mention the heart you put into it.
I'm sure it's not going to be as
There are more than
intuitive.
100 types. And each one you cook up will be registered in your curry dex. The goal?
Curry
to
dex.
master the art of curry.
Is that a teapot Pokemon?
What's that Pokemon doing here? And fourth, we'll introduce some new Pokemon discovered in the Galar
They
region.
really
First
ran
is
out of
Polteageist.
ideas.
Normally, it makes a home for itself by hiding amongst tableware at hotels and restaurants. Its body is made of tea, complete with its own aroma and flavor. It may even allow a trusting trainer to taste its tea. This ghost-type Pokemon also has a
excuse
special
me?
ability called Weak Armor. Next, another new Pokemon called Cramorant.
Oh god.
This flying and water-type Pokemon has one huge appetite. It will swallow anything it can fit in its mouth.
Oh god.
When it uses Surf or Dive during battle, watch as it rises from the water, along with the catch in its mouth. If it takes damage in this state, it'll retaliate by spitting out its catch at the attacker. This is Cramorant's exclusive new ability, Gulp Missile.
Wow. They are really out of ideas.
And that's all we have to share with you today. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will launch on Nintendo Switch November 15th.
I don't know.
Well, how about that? There are still 2 more months until the game releases. Please look forward to the day you can start
I'm
your
probably
new
gonna
adventure
grab
in the
that
Galar
up.
region.
I'm still on the
So,
fence.
It's been about a year since we began offering Nintendo Switch Online memberships.
Ooh.
With Nintendo Switch Online, we're providing a variety of games and fun features.
If you say so.
And now, we're looking to add in an additional library of games.
Thank you.
Called Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online.
It's about
With this,
time.
You can play a variety of classic Super NES games on Nintendo Switch.
Don't you dare up that price either.
There are some you may not expect, like Stunt Race FX, which will be available to play on another system for the first time. You can face off or team up in local multiplayer by passing a Joy-Con controller to a friend, or even play together online.
Thank you.
Oh, and the rewind function will be available from launch.
The rewind function, nice.
Here are the first games we plan to release.
Seems like a good
All
array.
20 of the games you see on screen will launch tomorrow.
Sick.
Of course, we will eventually add more to the lineup.
Good.
This offer is exclusively available to Nintendo Switch Online members, so please enjoy them at no additional charge. Oh, you noticed this, did you? To recapture the original feel of these games, we will be releasing a Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online exclusive controller as a special offer.
I figured they would do that.
You can use a USB cable, just like the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. This Super NES-style controller will be available for
$30
purchase exclusively for Nintendo Switch Online members. Visit the Nintendo website for the latest information.
That's
on
not
its release.
bad. The
Wouldn't it be
8-bit do
nice to play
controller,
those
which
games
is
again
essentially the
with one of
same
these
exact
controllers?
thing,
Well,
is about
let's
the
move on
same
to some more
price.
Nintendo Switch headlines.
Maybe even a little more. I already have an 8-bit do controller, so I don't need that.
Can you survive this? Nintendo Switch Online members, the large-scale puzzle battle game Tetris 99 is getting a free update. Tetris 99 Invictus is here, and not for the faint of heart.
Invictus?
You can't even play it until you achieve Tetris Maximus status. Can you survive against the best of the best?
Oh,
Well, good luck.
interesting.
We're also adding in daily missions for some added challenges.
Nice.
By clearing these missions, you can acquire tickets and exchange them for a variety of custom themes.
Nice.
To showcase your accomplishments, we're tossing in a vast array of new player icons too. Beyond that, the second wave of paid DLC is here as well. In 2-player share battle mode, pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend for a 2-player game against
Oh,
each other
that's
and
sweet.
CPU, and get together with friends to battle via local wireless on your Nintendo Switch systems in local arena mode.
I'm glad that they didn't
The
just
version
leave that
2.0
go,
update for Tetris 99 will be
and that they're
available
working on that
tomorrow.
game.
A package
It's a fun
version
game.
including the game, DLC, and a Nintendo Switch Online 12-month individual membership will be available September 6th.
Cool. Speaking of online,
Mario and
how about some
Sonic
Mario
are ready to
Maker?
Take it old school in Tokyo. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games has become a tradition of its own. This time, there are more than 20 events, including
Now-
the 100-meter, karate,
This one actually looks good. As far
rugby
as
sevens, sport
uh,
climbing, badminton,
Mario and
gymnastics,
Sonic games go,
surfing.
this
You
one
know
looks to be
what?
the best in the entire
There's more where
series.
that came from.
I'm actually considering getting
Check
this.
out these 10 retro-style events. Each one rocking some sweet 2D-style graphics.
Because these 2D
They're all new,
ones
all retro,
and the 3D both
very
look
refreshing
really,
to
really
play.
good.
On top of that, there are new mini-games, unlockable characters, and a story mode in which Mario, Sonic, Bowser, and Dr. Eggman must escape from a game based on the Olympic Games Tokyo 1964. Mario and
Nice.
Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo
And that's
2020
another
will go
reason
for the
is
gold
they
November
got a
5th.
story mode this time, which I don't think the other ones did.
The next Damon X Machina demo will be here sooner than you think. Ahead of the full
The
game's
first
release
demo
next
didn't
week,
impress me.
the free demo version, Damon X Machina Prologue Demo, will be available
I know a lot
for
of people
download
seem to like
later
it,
today. In this prologue, you'll man your mech through the beginning of the game.
It just did
And
nothing for me.
All of your progress can carry over.
The
to
controls
full
felt
game.
super
If you've never played a
flunky
mech
for some
action
reason.
game, and you're wondering what they're all about, this is the perfect time to take one for a test drive. A key feature of this demo is the co-op mode for up to 4 players, and we're happy to report that it can be played via local wireless. So, gather your friends.
The controls
Make the
felt
bosses
weird,
feel
and
like
it
the
was
little
actually a
guys.
little choppy,
The full game
like
will
the
also
frame rate,
support online play.
if I
Be ready
recall.
by customizing your mech and honing your skills on missions.
I just know I
What
wasn't
hides
real
beneath
impressed
your
with it.
mech's armor? A god or a demon? Daemon X Machina will be ready for action September 13th. A Star Wars classic so fun, it's back for more. Kyle Katarn, agent of the New Republic, is our only
Jedi
hope to
Knight
stop
2,
a
huh?
rogue Jedi. Get your lightsaber at the ready, blaster in hand, and prepare to wield the full power of the Force. Courtesy of Aspire, the full single-player experience of Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast is coming to Nintendo.
I know that there's a
Switch
lot of Star
September
Wars
24th.
fans out there, like Star Wars games, so that's good.
We've got new details on some upcoming games.
Here's where my journey begins.
You are Geralt of Rivia,
I think we all knew
mercenary
about The
monster
Witcher.
Slayer. Your current contract? Tracking down a living weapon known as the Child of Prophecy. You'll have a whole world to explore, at home and on the go, when The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition comes to Nintendo Switch on October 15th. And all downloadable content and story expansions are along for the ride.
Cool.
Become the most feared pirate in the Caribbean in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Then transform
Okay.
into the ultimate assassin hunter in Assassin's
I'm
Creed
pretty
Rogue.
sure that game's been on
Action
every
action
console,
for one
including
great value.
toasters, at
All
this
past
point.
DLC and new features like touch control and motion aiming coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch in Assassin's Creed: The Rebel Collection. Battle for survival at the edge of a savage frontier in the online free-to-play action RPG Dauntless. Whether you're a veteran looking to take your Slayer on the go, or a rookie ready to forge your legacy, you'll hone your skills, craft and customize hundreds of gear options, and team up with other Slayers to take down boss-sized behemoths. As you can see, the folks at Phoenix Labs are adding loads of new content in anticipation of the game's launch on Nintendo Switch, and there's plenty more on the horizon. Open your calendar, more games are on the way.
Are you not gonna give me my Mario Maker? God, you guys suck. I know, first world problems, right? Here's all these games! Not what I want. I figured with it being like 3 months, 4 months out, probably like closer to 3 months, it came out, what, June? That they would do at least like a content update or at least announce something about Mario Maker. Inokuni. Now, we were going over some games that were coming out on the eShop just yesterday, or 2 days ago. There is a good lineup for September. Like, a really good one. And October. Devil May Cry, nice.
How's everything going?
You forgot something.
Next up, Animal Crossing: New Horizons.
Okay,
We
Animal
revealed
Crossing's
many
good.
details about the game back in June, so we prepared a video covering what was announced. Let's see, shall we?
Welcome to Island Life. Nook wants your money, man. He's gonna trap you on a deserted island, steal everything, including your soul.
Deserted Island Getaway Package. A laid-back, relaxing time and a haven of nature awaits. For you and the other folks participating in the Getaway Package, the time's come to get into the groove of deserted island life. It may be a deserted island, but the Resident Services building at its center is here to support your needs, so there's nothing to worry about. For starters, we'll provide you with a tent.
A tent.
Please select the spot where you'd like it set up. Oh,
That's all you
and
get
there's
is a
something
tent.
else. We'd like to offer you an original Nook Inc. Nook phone.
Nook phone?
It comes
Looks like an
pre-installed
iPhone.
with a variety of apps for all your deserted
think,
island needs, including recipes for crafting tools and furniture.
I think Tom Nook is
Let's start
copyright
by
infringing.
crafting an axe. We're going to need some materials.
Now, I do like that
branches.
there's a crafting mechanic. I always felt that Animal Crossing needed a crafting mechanic.
And stones. Then we'll head to resident services and use the workbench. Nicely done.
Ooh, that looks like a toolbox.
You can use the tools you craft to acquire new materials, like this. And with those, you can craft more items.
Sweet.
Feel free to place furniture inside or outside. You can fine-tune the arrangement so that the decor expresses your style.
Can
And
you
can fully enjoy
play together
the
with your
deserted
friends?
island life.
Can you do all this with friends?
Let's head back to resident services. Here we sell tools and furniture. We also buy your unwanted items, including any weeds you remove, as part of our island cleanup plan. In addition to the usual in-game currency, bells, you can also earn Nook Miles through the Nook Mileage program. You can exchange your miles for special items and recipes. You'll earn miles through a host of activities on the island, so be sure to take advantage of this program. There are many ways to experience the joys of life on a deserted island. Go fishing, catch some bugs, tend to flowers,
So, normal
and pick
Animal
them
Crossing
to make a
stuff.
garland. Thanks to crafting, even weeds have their uses.
Normal Animal Crossing.
A vaulting
Goodness.
pole makes it easy to quickly cross a river.
It does look really
A
good.
nutritious snack will help you shovel up a tree in no time.
Shovel up a whole
Somewhere else
tree?
to change things up in that corner of the island. The scenery changes with the time and weather. There will be sunshine, cloudy days, rainfall,
Cool.
and enough wind to shake the trees.
Pretty sweet.
Depending on the time of day and the season, you'll encounter different creatures to catch too.
Is it real-time seasons?
Sociable types who live together on the same island can play simultaneously, up to 4 players at a time on one system.
Okay,
We hope
local.
you enjoy living together and working together in the same space. With a local wireless or internet connection, you can travel to another player's island for a total of 8 players in one visit.
Does that include friends?
The whole scene feels meant to be. Why not snap a photo with everyone and make it a lasting memory?
I'm assuming you can go with friends with this one.
How's deserted island life looking? What we've shown you here today is truly just the beginning. There's so much more waiting to be discovered. So many activities, animals to encounter.
But where's my girl
and
Izzy,
more
man?
calling to you from the island. We can't wait for you to experience the Nook Inc. Deserted Island Getaway Package.
That looks really good. It looks like a lot of fun.
So, how'd it look? There's still a bit more time until the game launches, so please stay tuned. Alright, the next game will be our last announcement of the day. Please give it a look.
Mario Maker? Please? Nintendo, what do you have against friends? Oh, is Xenoblade coming over to Switch? Xenoblade 1 Remastered coming over to Switch. Yep. I mean, Xenoblade's been on 3 different consoles now.
Do you wish to change it? Huh? The future.
Definitive Edition. What's definitive about it? 2020, huh?
Monolith Soft's Xenoblade Chronicles, which originally released in 2012 on the Wii system, is destined to be reborn on Nintendo Switch as Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. The game is planned for release in 2020. Please look forward to more announcements in the future. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.
Alright, well... Interesting. That was interesting. Not the Mario Maker that I wanted. Well, that started really quick, didn't it?
I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game.
Alright, I'll sit back
In
and
our
watch
last
some
showcase, I talked a
Sakurai
little
real
bit
quick.
About Hero. Today, I'd like to show you all how to use Banjo and Kazooie. You may feel like some time has passed since our Hero showcase, but we're actually recording this only 2 days after that broadcast. We sure are busy, even if I say so myself.
That's really funny.
Now that today's Nintendo Direct is over, please let me take just a little bit more of your time. You may remember in the Hero showcase, I was playing by myself, using 2 controllers, like this. With Hero, if you cast spells using command selection, any opposing heroes will block those attacks automatically using their shields. So in the background, I was actually using the second controller to make the hero look away or do moves so my attacks would connect.
That's really funny.
Today I have my controllers set up side by side, but back in the GameCube days, I lined them up vertically, like this. Try doing this with the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers, however, and you'll end up accidentally pressing the L and R buttons. So even though it's a bit of a pain, I do it like this now.
Sakurai's like
This
God
time
Gamer
around, I'll
over
also be
here.
doing my best to control 2 fighters at once, kind of like Banjo and Kazooie.
You
2
scrubs need
characters
hands to be able to hold a controller?
let's get
No, I have a finger for every
So,
button on
what
2
is
controllers.
Banjo-Kazooie? Well, in terms of genre, it's similar to Super Mario 64, and it was first released on Nintendo 64 back in 1998. The character Banjo made his first appearance a year earlier in a game called Diddy Kong Racing.
You know, I'm really
After that,
surprised that they didn't
Banjo-Kazooie
actually
was
bring
released. And then
Banjo-Kazooie
Banjo
over
2.
to the eShop. I thought that would be a
Was
really
then released
good,
for Game Boy Advance, although they never came to Japan.
you know, really good decision.
And then there's Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which was released on Xbox 360. As some of you may know, the Banjo-Kazooie IP now belongs to Microsoft. Technically, they're a rival platform holder.
Technically.
Even so, they were happy for Banjo and Kazooie to join the Super Smash Bros. Series. For that, I'm extremely grateful. Rare also welcomed us with open arms.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that.
So, if you want to play Banjo-Kazooie today, you can do so on Xbox.
You're not getting it on
This is a
Switch.
Nintendo broadcast, but please give the game a try on Xbox.
Oh,
Now
dude.
let's talk about the music. The Banjo-Kazooie series music has a country feel to it. If we were to include this music in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as is, it wouldn't really match the atmosphere of battle, so we put a lot of effort into arranging the music for the game.
We took your hillbilly
We'd like to
music
play for
and
you
made it
several of
good.
These arrangements during the show.
That's what he's saying.
Up here. Yes, here. You'll see the track names.
You know, I kind of like these low budget ones a little bit better. It's funny.
So this is Banjo and Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's Kazooie. We're using a special ROM today, so the camera is a bit different from the production version. We've included lots of actions Banjo and Kazooie use in their original game. For example, the Talon Trot here is used for their dash. And their jumps are based on abilities
Really
like Flap
fast.
Flip and Feathery Flap. Their neutral attack is called Claw Swipe. This ability looks similar to this in the original game, but we've built upon the original motion so it better fits the action of our game. Their flurry attack is a rat-a-tat-rat. Their dash attack is a forward roll, which is something Donkey Kong uses as well. This
Must
move
be a
is
rare
pretty
thing.
useful one. Their down tilt is beat barge. Their up smash is bill drill. It looks a bit different from their original games, but the animation reflects the fact that it's a consecutive attack. In Japanese, their side smash is called Harisen Kazui. Harisen is a word that only exists in Japanese, so I was curious what this move would be called in the West. In English, it's called Regal Bash. I think Regal is the type of bird Kazui is, so this basically means bird bash. Which
Bird
is pretty
bash.
accurate. Their neutral air is Wing Whack.
It's pretty cool.
Their back air is an air rat-a-tat-rat, which hits 3 times. Their down air is Beak Buster, which they use to downstab as they drop.
Seems pretty standard
As you
issue
can
so
see,
far.
Even their regular attacks are based on attacks from their original game. The down and up taunts were something that existed in the Banjo-Kazooie series too. The up taunt is based on an animation from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts where Banjo sometimes stretches. Now I'd like to go over their special moves. First, their neutral special is egg firing. It's pretty much their go-to move. The eggs bounce, and by holding down the button when launching the eggs, you'll do the attack you see here.
Now, I don't know much about Banjo-Kazooie. I never played the
Based on
games.
this part in Banjo-Tooie where the screen mimics an FPS.
But I wonder,
You can hold the button for
I'm sure
autofire,
Banjo-Kazooie
but as you
fans are
do,
pretty
the
excited
power of
right
the
now.
eggs will gradually decrease, so you'll need to be careful.
Wonder if it's as accurate
You
as
can cancel it by crouching or pressing the shield button.
Sakurai's saying.
Next, their side special is Wonder Wing. As in their original game, it's an invincible charging attack.
Man,
It's fairly powerful and will basically win against any other attack.
it's got priority.
However, you can
Good.
see some feathers above Banjo's head. There are 5 of them in total, and I just used up all of them. After using them up, you won't be able to use the attack again until you lose a stock. Since the remaining
Alright.
uses of Wonder Wing only appear above their heads once activated, you'll really need to make sure you hammer the number of uses into your head. You can use it as a recovery option,
Interesting.
and since it's likely to trump counterattacks, it doesn't have many disadvantages, but it does have a weak point. If it's blocked with a shield, for instance, you'll be wide open to attack.
Oh,
In addition, you
Fair.
can use grab during this move. At any rate, keep track of how many Wonder Wing uses you have left.
okay. I feel like that's fair
And when
trade-off
fighting
then.
against Banjo and Kazooie, make sure to take action against this attack, and remember to keep an eye on it. It's important to keep this in mind. Next is their up special, Shock Spring Jump. This move utilizes the Shock Spring pad from their original game.
So it's basically
There are a
Sonic.
few things to note. First, you can hit your opponents with the Shock Spring pad.
It's Sonic.
It can be used to recover, and it's throwable too. Also, it's pretty different from other up specials that carry the fighter upward in that you're still able to jump in midair after using it, meaning you can jump twice in a row.
Now that's not Sonic.
So if you're falling, you can use it like this. Jump and then dodge, increasing your ability to recover.
Interesting.
By the way, the height of a shock spring jump will change depending on how long you
Pink
hold the button.
Bear. It's a pink bear.
Note the slight difference in height. Next, for their down special, Rear Egg, they'll fire a grenade out of his backpack.
He'll fire a
It's a
grenade
grenade
out of his butt.
This is a slightly odd projectile in that it can only be launched behind the fighter.
Well, it's unique, I'll give it that.
And because the grenade egg is football shaped, its bouncy trajectory can be unpredictable.
Of course.
After a certain time, it will explode. I think it will be a useful tool for keeping opponents in check. It's treated like an item, so you can pick it up and throw it.
Football, anybody? Go
Your
long!
opponents can also throw it back at you. But its detonation sequence is relatively short. So both you and your opponents will need to make sure you throw it quickly, or it will explode while you're still holding it. I guess there are a lot of different ways to use this ability. Lastly, their final smash is the Mighty Ginginator. The Mighty Ginginator is what delivered the final blow to Gruntilda in their original game. This move will send your opponents flying.
Interesting.
This stage is called Kurukuruyama in Japan, but in the West it's called Spiral Mountain. As you can see, it's a mountain where the bottom portion is a spiral shape.
I think this is the stage that everyone was expecting.
A rotation icon will
It's supposed to be
appear,
like the most iconic.
and the stage will spin.
Interesting.
This is quite unusual, even for the Super Smash Bros. Series. It's truly unique. Anything on the stage, items or otherwise, will also move.
So
As
weird.
the stage turns, the shape of Spiral Mountain will also transform, meaning your recovery points will also change.
That's actually pretty sweet. Remember that
Platforms
Tiki
like this
guy.
will appear from time to time. A bridge will also appear when Gruntilda's lair is visible. Now that we've covered both the fighter and the stage, let's go ahead and jump into some actual battles.
It's trying to be all serious.
This time, I'll be taking on not just one, but two fighters in a team battle. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong versus Banjo and Kazooie. Hang on, so there are actually two on my side too? So I should be fine, right? Probably not. In fact, definitely not. Looks like I'm gonna get beaten up pretty bad if I just stand around, so I'll play carefully.
Sakurai's
probably
just
keep
too
them in
good at
check.
this game, man. He's
Your
too
eggs,
good.
which can be fired forward or backward, are useful at times like this. And thanks to Kazooie, Banjo and Kazooie can use moves with a relatively wide range of attack. We'll make good use of these as we take them on. Note we're playing with items on.
Bird bash.
I think we're doing pretty good so far. I have two opponents, and since items are on, they'll have twice as many opportunities to pick up items. And since the final smash meter is on, the opponent can use it twice. I'm at quite a disadvantage, but I'm going to try my hardest. I can use Wonder Ring 2 more times.
That's cool. I don't. Banjo Kazooie is not going to be a
I
main
guess
for
I should be
me.
explaining all their moves, huh? Auto fire, auto fire. Ooh, ouch.
There's no way.
Oh, the final
I'm
smash
just.
meter's filled up. You can have that.
I don't think I'm
Now.
interested in Banjo Kazooie at all as a fighter.
And nice. Now that there's one less opponent, this should be easier.
But we'll definitely try him.
I do want to use a final smash, but it might be a bit tough. Oh, that's good. And final smash. I forced him out, so I
Game
win.
set. Japanese exclusive.
Banjo picks up the Jiggy from the original game. Gah!
Gah!
That's a wrap.
His nose looks like a bowling ball.
I'd also like to talk about some of the cameos that liven up the stage. First, we have the witch Gruntilda. In Banjo-Kazooie, this poor soul gets sealed underground by a boulder. Anyway, she's very cruel, and you can hear all about her from her sister, Brentilda. This is Bottles, a mole, and another poor soul. His fate is sealed in the beginning of Banjo-Tooie. He's a friend of Banjo and Kazooie. Next is Mumbo Jumbo. This poor soul had all of his Mumbo tokens stolen by Gruntilda. He helps you out in many ways throughout the game.
Interesting.
And we have Tootie. Can you spot her? She's running at the bottom. She's tiny and you can barely even make her out. But by zooming in, you can see all the detail, even at her size.
She looks like
game just using this.
Cross between
She's raising havoc on the vegetable patch for some reason.
Tiny Kong and
after that, she strikes an enigmatic taunt. Now she's heading back home. She looks all calm when you look at her this way, but this soul is actually the saddest of all the souls. You'd understand how miserable she really is if you saw the game over scene in Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, maybe she's not going home? And here come the Jinjos. We saw some.
She looks like a cross between Tiny Kong and who's that? Coco from the Crash series.
The original game. So you could say they're also sad souls. And now we see something floating around in the background. These are our basic enemy characters called Buzz Bombs, but since they can float around, they're lucky enough to have made the cut in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is what they look like close up. It's basically a dragonfly, right?
A farting dragonfly, sure.
As well, and we put a lot of effort into these hard-to-see areas, so I hope you enjoy it. Next, let's talk music.
I'm curious about
As
game
I mentioned
modes,
earlier,
actually.
We're taking country-style music and adapting it for use in battle. We're including a total of 10 music tracks.
Nice.
Of these, 7 are entirely new arrangements. I've always thought that getting all this for $5.99 is a fantastic deal. So, I hope you enjoy it.
Like, I worked too hard on this. Charge 'em more.
The music for Spiral Mountain was arranged by Grant Kirkhope. He created the original Banjo-Kazooie's music. I've worked with many musicians over the years, but this is the first time I've worked with a musician outside of Japan.
Does it matter? Musician is a
I was
musician,
bit worried
man.
about whether my directions would be understood.
Music
But he did
is
an absolutely wonderful job.
music is
And here's
universal.
the list of tracks this time. Each of the new tracks has been carefully tailored to match the action taking place on screen.
Nice. 5.0?
Alongside the launch of Banjo and Kazooie, there will also be a software update. We're very pleased with the sales of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Good!
And to express our appreciation, we've added another game mode, which will pretty much be our final new mode. I'm going to go ahead and play, so please take a look.
Okay.
And here it is.
Oh.
You need to damage the sandbag in front of you as much as possible.
Home run contest!
And with this bat, not with this, but this bat. And off it goes. High. Maybe a little too high. And so,
Funny.
Home Run Contest makes its return. It's been powered up in various ways compared to previous Home Run contests, so please enjoy. This time, Sandbag has flown 300 kilometers. I think that's about the distance from Tokyo to Nagoya. That's if you drive on the Tomei Expressway. You can actually play with a second player.
That's cool. I know
Let's give it
some
a go.
people were really hyped up about getting
Keep
that.
attacking using both players. Time to strike. Here we go. No. This isn't how you're supposed to play the game. When I say 2 players can take part, I mean friends can play together, and not one person playing as 2 fighters.
Friends!
I hope you play this with your friends.
Thank you, Sakurai, for acknowledging friends.
In shared content, many people have uploaded their customized Mii fighters. Up until now, it may have been a little difficult to use since you were not able to customize their special moves. But moving forward, you will be able to freely customize their special moves. If you find a Mii fighter that you like the look of, you can freely download them and set the special moves however you want and play as them. However, this will not be applied to Mii Fighters created before this software update, and only applies to Mii Fighters created after the update.
Interesting.
So I hope you re-upload your Mii Fighters. Please enjoy many different varieties of Mii Fighters. We will add in some Mii Fighter costumes as well. Please take a look.
Mii Fighters! Alright, what do we got? What is coming? Zelda. Oh, yeah, Goemon. Actually looks a lot like him, too. Sorta. Mega Man! Wasn't Proto Man 1 and 4? Could be wrong. Mega Man X. I thought Zero was too. Again, I could be wrong, but I thought that those must be making a return or something. Nice, you could be a Rocket. Who wouldn't want to play as Team Rocket, dude? Sick. Are you kidding me? What? You can play as Sans. Dude. What? Too funny, dude. That's really funny. That's sick, dude. Toby got a character in Smash. That's really funny.
We've added a costume for Sans from Undertale, who was a popular request. And this Sans outfit also comes with a music track. This will be listed in the other category, so you can check it out.
Oh my god.
The arrangement was made by none other than the creator of Undertale himself, Toby Fox.
That's really funny. That's awesome.
Toby has actually visited my house, and we played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together.
Oh, what a lucky guy.
He was actually really good. Of all the guests, he was probably the strongest. When we both chose random and played, the win ratio was about half and half.
Sick!
Or I may have been losing. Next, I'd like to talk about a new set of amiibo that will soon be available.
Can I get a Sans amiibo?
Squirtle, Ivysaur,
Just pulling amiibos out of everywhere.
and Snake. I wonder
Snake.
why he was hiding. They will each be available on September 20th.
See, I like these like low budget varieties a little bit better.
software
Looks like
update
they have a lot more
including
fun
Banjo-Kazooie
doing these.
DLC will be available today.
Terry Beauregard.
As mentioned in Nintendo Direct, Terry Bogard will be joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Although we showed the reveal trailer, there was hardly any in-game footage. Some of you may wonder where the in-game footage is. Well, it's shaping up nicely.
It doesn't exist.
But we weren't quite ready to include it in the reveal. That SNK Neo Geo opening was fun, wasn't it?
I thought so. I thought it was funny. It was good.
I'd like to show you just a little bit of in-game footage of Terry. Here you go.
Tari. Got a really weird stance.
Finally, it was announced that we will be working on even more DLC fighters.
Yeah!
To me, it feels like the finish line is sliding farther away.
I'm sorry.
You may wonder, how much longer can he be involved with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
He's not.
But I'm also excited. Adding more characters into the game means that more game worlds will be added to the series.
Yeah.
And ultimately, that means that there will be an even greater opportunity to delight the fans.
Sakurai, you're the best.
At the same time, I feel that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is now representing so many characters in game worlds that it's become an enormous game. Even if the Super Smash Bros. Series continues moving forward, I doubt there will ever be an opportunity to bring this many characters together again. And so I want to keep improving on this record as much as possible. And I will continue to work hard at developing the game.
Sakurai, you are probably the best game developer
I appreciate
ever.
your support. That's it for today. Thank you very much.
There's a lot of game developers out there, but Sakurai takes the cake, dude. He is such a hard worker, and he is making the Smash series the absolute best that he could possibly do. You cannot take anything away from that guy. Like, he put his heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears into that game, and I will always respect him for that. 100%. I mean, flippin' Saiyans, man! He put Saiyans in Smash! Woo! So, before I get on the horn with Chowster, just a quick thought. One, upset about the Mario Maker, or lack thereof. So I'm hoping for an update on that in upcoming months. And then, for me, the best thing was probably the Smash stuff, to be completely honest. Sure, I'm excited about Pokemon, I'm excited about Luigi's Mansion, and all that, but the best part for me was the Smash stuff. I like the fact that they're improving the online without upping the fee, so there's that. But, yeah, I don't know, it was alright. Again, the Smash thing is the best part because now we know that more characters are coming, and we're not getting any more game modes, which is kind of sucky because I still really wanted a couple of those local exclusive modes to be able to be done online. But, like, what is it, Smashdown? I think it's called. I forget what the game mode is, but basically the game mode where you play a character and then no one else can play that character. The character's gone, whichever one that is. I wanted that online. Thought that would have been a really unique take, and I really wish they kind of would have did an update to the online arenas to fix a couple things, but who knows? I don't know. You can't blame Sakurai. Can't blame him. Because he's definitely putting his whole heart and soul into that.